This is what they call bush Christmas. We're currently getting snowed on. Isn't that awesome? You getting snowed on? Yeah, so this is a lily-pilly, well, bush Christmas, I guess is the name. Oh, it's this little red, sort of apple-tasting fruit. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's just showing us with all this little white bits of pollen. And the droning you hear is all the bees going through and eating it all, so that's great. What's this one here? That one there. That one there. Just nice. What's that one? In here. Yeah. So this is why we don't get any cherry tomatoes. It's because Wade is very good at finding them, picking them off the tree. Oh, one for Tucker. There you go, Tucker. Good boys. So we've got our cherry tomatoes. What's this one here again? A black sapote?
Black apple.
Black apple. Elderflower. We've had some elderflower in the fermenters. Making some elderflower cordial. Tomatoes. We've got some basils and that's a fennel, I think. Gone to seed. Dill. And when it goes to seed, you can just break its seeds and drop them down and you'll get another one next time. So there's plenty of seed there. I'll probably save some as well. We had some beans running up over this trellis and I've used the beans and planted them down in the bottom again. This one is chives, basil, strawberries. We've got the peach. Yeah. You get another tomato? Hey? Any more? There's one. What do you reckon? In there? Good boy. Yes. So yeah, tomatoes are Wade's special treat. This fig was a result of a major chompage by the puppy dog. And it's survived, but not thriving really this year. We've got some sort of a pumpkin or squash growing in here. This is a kaffir lime that, again, the puppy chomped. And it's just starting some new growth, so it should actually survive and recover this year. Kaffir lime?
Yeah.
Oh, what do we call it?
Thai lime.
Thai lime? Okay, so this is a Thai lime. Where'd you find out? Apples growing quite plentifully on this little apple tree, including, there's a couple up top there that are, where have we got? There and there. They're starting to get quite nice and big. Bit of sun on them. So there's quite a lot in that little space. The rose is just a bit of an ornamental. In the back is an orange that again suffered the puppy dog. And was that the love apple in the back there?
No, it'll be Granny Smith.
Granny Smith apple, again suffered from the... What are you finding, Wade? More tomatoes? Eh? What have you found? Oh, you want me to find you tomatoes? I'm not going to find you tomatoes. You have to sniff them out. Well, what about over here? Are you over here? Gone to seed. That'll be a parsley probably.
What's that?
This one is your chamomile, isn't it?
Feverfew.
Feverfew? Oh, yeah. In the back we've got the guavas, some old peas that haven't come out, kangaroo paws. There's a new run of kangaroo paws coming up there. It's parsley going to seed again.
Celery.
Celery? Oh, shit, I don't know my stuff. Celery seed.
So you cut it down to a stump and then it went to seed.
Ah, yeah. But we do need celery seed in order to make our Cajun spice.
Correct.
So, this is actually an ingredient as well that we use in Cajun. quite hard to buy, so if we can grow it, that'd be awesome. Some fresh kangaroo paws coming up down the back there. This is our plum, early plum. It's starting to get some really nice big growth on that. Our late plum hasn't really done a lot this year. It sort of put a bit of flushing of foliage out and then it's kind of died back, so might be too hot for it. Don't quite know.
Maybe it needs a prune.
Needs a prune, you reckon? Yeah, I pruned this one back last year and I got all sorts of hell. This is a bean. We've got these little, what are they, runner beans? More tomatoes, some succulents just to help with the dry beds. This looks like a capsicum down here.
Yeah, I don't know where that one came from.
Probably from random distribution of other seeds.
I think it came from the dog.
Ah, okay. And in the back, what's that one? The green thing. Tamarind. She's looking at me because I'm trying to get my brain working.
You've got the right starting consonants.
Yeah. I'll have to come back to that one. Pomegranate's got about 30, I think I counted. 15, 20. 20 pomegranates all coming together, all up in various bunches and stuff. So that's nice for this year. I think that's a blueberry.
It's a gardenia. It's
Gardenia.
just by the sun.
See, I'll get there one day. In the bottom, this curly trunk here is our tree tomato, Tamarillo. And you can see we've got massive splashes of tree tomatoes just about ready to go. Over on this side, this is a column peach. Now, we got one peach off that one. I'll include a photograph of that at the end. Got some more celery. Down here we've got some squash. Some of those actually look like they might be pickable or ready to pick or something. Not necessarily the biggest, but got some squash. This is the bush Christmas that I just pasted about elsewhere. And it's currently snowing down all of its sage. This looks like mint.
That's right.
Yeah, sage, mint. And in the back we've got a blueberry. We still don't have very good luck with blueberries. I'm hoping this year the puppy dog won't eat all my guavas and I'll actually get to taste some. We've got the cherry and we've got the strawberry guavas. I forget which one is which, but one is one, the other is the other. Yes, back to water basil. Essentially in its own little wicking bed. The boundary lily pillies. Lemon myrtle. Down here we've got some coriander just coming on. New fresh seeds. That was these little ones down the front. These little ones down the front were just replanted from the old coriander we had in here. You can see remnants of. So that's essentially a perennial from an annual. Bit of hand water. Aloe, of course, very handy in the home garden as a medicine. Put it on burns, put it on scrapes, put it on anything you want to heal quickly. Out here we've got oregano, thyme, tarragon rather. She's got the spikes on these little biggies. That's eggplant. So it looks like the baby leaves on an eggplant. Looks like the baby leaves on an eggplant. It spikes up to stop any caterpillars eating it, which is quite an interesting defense mechanism. Over this side, we've got some parsley, a new banana coming up from where the old banana was, some sage. This is the end of some fennel. So that's going to seed, and we'll catch the seeds, some more sage. This is a blackberry or a loganberry coming back to here. Rosemary. This one is the draft from when I did my grafting workshop. That's the one that survives. Now that's probably going to be either an orange, mandarin, a finger lime, a blue lime. It's not a Thai lime because it's only got the single leaf, but I'm not sure quite yet. Capsicum and basil again. More eggplants in here. This is a new banana coming up next to the other bananas. which we haven't got fruit off yet, but they're looking like they'll get there soon. What else we got? This garden bed is more parsleys, gel from wax. Got some spinach, which hasn't really been doing well. We've not been doing so well with all the leafy greens, so we're planning to build those into a wicking bed. So we've got the materials there for wicking beds that we'll be starting to build over the next couple of days. And going down the bottom there, we've got more oregano, got a gooseberry. This is our lemonade tree. Just come into a whole pile of lemonade. It's usually pretty prodigious. And we've got a stack of papaya coming on. Just ripening up now. That'll make some yummy breakfast. Parsley is going to seed. This is a bottle brush that has self-seeded and extremely well. It's doing well. Doesn't get any water, but already it's over 1 metre tall, and it's providing fantastic windbreak for the garden downstream. So that's an awesome pioneer, natives, no water requirements. Down here we've got a tansy and a sapote. Again, this silver dollar gum has had no supplemental water, and it's nearly 2 metres tall and about 2 metres wide. So again, fantastic pioneering species. Possibly a little bit allelopathic below it, but also there's no water here, so nothing else really gets to grow anyway. I did my PDC in 2013, and one of the first plants that we put in was this mulberry, and that has just gone from strength to strength. Again, very little in the way of the water. Up the street we get a cross breeze from the road onto this verge. Hot, dry and really strong winds. You can see it's leaned over fairly hard, but that is now providing a massive pioneering cover for this whole area. We have to set back 2 metres from the drive, from the roadway. So in the front 2 metres we've just got ground covers like the lupins, which just keep coming up naturally each year. We've got California poppies, we've got mugwort. They were doing okay in the dry, and then in the wetter shaded areas we've got the ground cover coming in, which is sweet potato. Obviously it's a food crop as well, but I'm just using it here as a ground cover mainly to try and get some soil support. Again, natives. This one here is just gone from strength to strength. No supplemental water out here. Mandarin, just out here. And that one is pincushion hakea. And again, that's like 3 metres tall already. Fantastic as far as quick growing natives. And here's another self-seeded bottle brush. Underneath, rosemary was extremely good in the hot. There was no supplemental water along this front wall, and it just went from strength to strength. And we struggled really hard to get plants in here going. This was a lemon myrtle that just about died about 3 times over. Even now it's not doing its best, but it looks to have established itself. And in the shade of the mulberry, it's probably struggling a little bit. This year we've taken to cutting out some of the lower branches to open up this area under here, and that then gives us the ability to do some more next year. As you can see, there's still some fruit over there, finishing it off. But the habitat and the temperature in here is around 15 degrees cooler as per my see how cool it is out in the street versus the verge video, and this is just going on and on. The ice cream bean, again, that has struggled out here. Without the shade that it's now getting, it would be dead as well. And the chocolate sapote in the back as well. The pecan, we actually got a pecan off this last year. And again, this one was one we planted 5 years ago, And just this year, it's really starting to look like it's found water, and it's going to do well. Geraldton wax, again, that's self-seeded, so can't really say much more than that. Here's some parsley that's gone to seed out the front, so we'll end up with parsley coming through here. Rosemary, this is practically unkillable, so again, a really good drylands hedging plant, and also a fantastic herb to cook with. Hanging out there. Anyway, there you go. A little bit of grape trellis happening, which again will provide morning sun protection for the workshop in summer. Another passive thermal control. It's really quite lovely out here. And that...
Did you explain about how it's in a walled courtyard so we can have grapes while we have dogs at the same time? Grapes are poisonous.
And that is actually watered from the condensate from the air conditioner. So that is a self-watering system. The grapes are in here, which is a walled garden that the dogs aren't allowed in, so that the grapes and the dogs don't mix, because grapes and dogs do not happily interact. Can't wait for that side lily pilly hedge to grow in. It's probably another couple of years away, but then that's all going to be green. And our wicking beds mean we'll have all our food. The last little bit of the front yard, there's some more lily pillies, aloe, some succulents that we're growing up. And down here we have a finger lime, which has grown, it's now what, nearly 2 meters tall. We have this trunk, which is for a tamarillo, a tree tomato, which has actually died. So it's just staying there for the moment anyway. This is a sandpaper fig. That's also got these really tiny fig-like berries. I don't actually know what you'd use them for. They don't taste very nice. And this is our regular fig. It's starting to put some fruit forward. Down there it's either galangal or arrowroot, I think. And of course, this lime tree just goes from strength to strength as well. This tall tree, I think it's called a marky berry. And yeah, all its lemonades, pie we saw yesterday, herbs and whatnots. Got some beetroot and spinach, but this is the sort of stuff that we want to get into wicking beds, because it's just struggling when it needs water. And probably even the tomatoes will do better in the wicking beds as well. Pretty much convert everything we need food out of that way. Still keep the herbs in the gardens as they're doing quite well. Anyway, that's a quick update on the urban permaculture, small spaces. So we've got a total of 330 square metres, including the house. The front verge that we've reclaimed from essentially wasted land is about 60 square metres of really productive growing area. So that's been a massive windfall. And it seems like the council's actually really on board with that lately, so very positive. Catch you next time. Thanks heaps for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye now.